are. Let's go. See, what I find funny is like, your party is kind of high level for this content in White March. If you like the critical back and being increased difficulty for you more of a challenge. Now I'm gonna lie, folks. I did some of this, and they were quite they were difficult. So we're still gonna base on standard, like I say. There's no point in me getting a greater challenge if the rewards are exactly the same. It's like that's a waste of time, isn't it? At least that's the way I see it anyway.
You set out for Stalwart. The White March rises up in the distance, stretching to the north and south as far as the eye can see. It beckons to you with peaks like broken fingers. The road thins to a tattered ribbon, and the shadow of the mountains falls across your path. You've barely begun your climb when the darkening sky pummels you with hailstones and turns the ground beneath you to ice. You press on. The air grows thin, and the treacherous mountain passes funnel screeching winds past your ears. A blizzard forces you to make camp for 3 days, huddling for safety while snow piles around your refuge. At last the weather clears, and you approach Stalwart under a crisp blue sky. There's a noise, high and sharp, coming from the village that sounds at first like another frozen gale. But when you top the rise and reach the village's wooden gates, you see what lies beyond them.
White March.
It's Darzir, with a whole pack of them!
We can take these bastards!
They don't.
Alright then.
Alright then. And there's a lot of them.
Right. Look out! More of them by the fishery!
Lava will be on seek. Lava will be on seek. That's it.
Ready, Watcher.
Yeah. Try and shoot. I'll do that though. There's no way I can get there in time. It's hilarious. I think I can get there within the time limit anyway.
I shall be discreet.
I shall be discreet, champion.
Stand, we need help! We need help! This way!
Hey.
Dead on!
Lava room. Lava room. Be
Let's go.
Runs away. Well, this is a lot easier than last time. Have to press the wrong button. It wouldn't be the first time.
Hey.
My mind. Dead on!
This is up. I'll go right over there.
Dead on!
That's it.
Aye.
Lava room. Be on.
Dead on!
Keep forgetting. We've used 8 of our abilities yet. Burn.
Your thoughts must flow deep. How may I help? Thoughts are dumb. Dead on!
Finish that off. Dead as per usual. Oh. Finish them off.
ready, Watcher. Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
Love.
I'm gonna heal because I don't think it's needed. I can rest up pretty soon anyway, so. Success.
Tarzir's fallen. Back to the matron now.
Back to the matron now. Much better than what happened last time, so. Yeah, you're the one Renegade sent for. She'll want to speak to you. Her house is just that way, next to Grief's Rest. The Mr. Pants. Yay.
Katie's house is burning. Hurry, they're both in there.
Oh, both will. I think I got this. The roof of this hut is almost entirely enveloped in flames, lighting the snow in stark orange hues. Several beams have been reduced to ember-dotted husks. Through the hut's threshold, you can see only billowing smoke. Fire roars as it climbs the timbers. The air feels thick and hot, and the building is a maze of flame. Landing the smoke and navigating the fire will be a challenge. ThomFnG, I think. Gary leaps over the burning threshold, plunging out of sight behind a wall of smoke. Inside the house, fire has pitted the walls and beams. A thick haze rolls through the building. It's hard to see even a few feet ahead, save for the occasional glimpse of glowing embers. Crouched down, the Gary moves onwards through the haze of heat and soot. The hut groans and shifts as the blaze grows. Above, the beam begins to sag, threatening to crash down into the corridor. From just ahead comes a faint sound of a voice calling for help. We run past it. As the beam overhead finally gives way, Sagani sprints forward and into a graceful roll, avoiding the burning log that come crashing down. Despite the smoke and flames, Sagani remains unharmed and unhindered for the moment. Facing forward, Sagani comes at last to a wider room. To the left is a man, the source of the faint cries for help. He stands trapped behind a curtain of flame, arms raised to ward off the heat. It may be impossible to reach him without quenching the fire first. To the right, the woman lies unconscious beneath what appears to have once been the roof. She's small, but the rubble trapping her looks heavy. Smoke winds its way up and out into the open air, obscuring all sight on the outside. I'll go right. The woman is trapped beneath a considerable amount of rubble, including a heavy crossbeam. Purpling blues on her temple suggests that she was struck as the debris fell. Pry bar. I don't think she's that good. Sagani sets the pry bar against a section of the crossbeam and using every ounce of her strength strains to lift it clear. After a period of fruitless struggle, the beam finally begins to rise by slow degrees. With one great and final effort, Sagani heaves the last of the rubble clear of the woman. Though still unconscious, the woman is free of the rubble and can be moved. Carry the woman. The woman is of slight frame and carrying her proves easier than freeing her from the rubble. Sagani hoists her carefully onto her shoulder. To help the man, Sagani approaches the other victim. Sudden flashover singes Sagani's arms. It doesn't stop Sagani, but the pain steadily grows. Please help me. A man dressed in haphazard armour of a local guard stands trapped at one side of the house. Fire has worked its way across the floorboards, blocking all escape. Tries to reach. Sagani moves towards him, but the flames scald Sagani's arm. The man also tries to move towards Sagani, but the flames rise higher and block his path. Well, I've got to go there. Beset by smoke-clogged air and burning debris, Sagani finds the ordeal taking its toll. Still, Sagani presses on determined. Keeping a firm hold upon the unconscious woman, Sagani turns for the exit. Sagani clears the fallen beam with easy grace, avoiding the scattered embers and debris underfoot. Smoke clouds Sagani's vision and makes it difficult to breathe, but Sagani staggers onward. At last the cannon comes to the door, rushing out of the blaze and into the mountain air.
Katie, thank the gods you saved her.
I didn't save everybody though, did I? I was sure this thing was coming down and taking your friend with it. The man wiped his brow and stares up at the collapsing house. At least you got Katie out when you did. As for poor Lurdigan, his eyes widen as a section of the roof collapses. He looks away, shaking his head. You look like you could use a drink. Take this over to Hafrix and have one on me.
Don't see the harm. Building's thirsty work. Figured you'd be out of here in a flash after the fighting died down. Most people don't stick around after they figure out the ogres are making regular visits. I would have helped fight them monsters off, you know, if I didn't think I'd just get in the way. And with you there to handle things, everything turned out well enough, didn't it? Don't see why Havric's still sour at me.
And what's this about Hafric?
Oh, Havric's the innkeeper over at the Grave's Rest. I may have been hiding in the inn when the fighting started. The raid didn't improve his disposition any.
I wonder why.
Did you know he has a whole case of Fenland liquor in there? I keep offering to buy it off him, but he says he's saving it up for when the battery's open again.
Battery.
As if we're gonna last that long. Anyhow, he said he'd thrash me up and down the mountain if I didn't leave him be.
You head away while everyone else rushes their lives. I can go with that, but I think I'll go with it seems reasonable to want to save it for a special occasion.
It's delusional is what it is. Point of fact, what with you dealing with ogres and everything, maybe you'd, you know, be willing to help me out.
From saving the town to swiping liquor. There's progress for you.
Maverick keeps all the good stock in the inn cellar. Out of sight, you see. I mean, it's bound to be under lock and key, but I'm sure he wouldn't miss a single bottle. Not with everything that's going on.
What does stealing wine for you got to do with fighting ogres?
Well, Maverick can be a little intimidating when it comes to his beverages. But otherwise, not much, I guess.
I'm not going to rob the innkeeper for you.
Shh, all right, keep it down. I didn't mean anything by it. But if you happen to come across some, then maybe you could share?
That's going to be happening.
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
Yduran. Orlan bows to you. Ah, the adventurer who saved the village. So good for you to visit my humble wagon. I am Yduran. Okay, whose business? He gestures at the village around him. Poor. Like this place. Not much coin to be made trading in furs and fish. I came to the White March because I assumed there would be no competition. And I have none. Because there's nothing to compete over out here. Excuse me. If you're not making any money out here, then why do you stay? His eyes lower. I was rather vocal about my inevitable success with my friends and family. I give up and return with little more than I left them. He hands balls into a fist. No, I won't be like that. I'm not giving up. Good luck with that, pal. Okay, hunting bow. That's actually cool. I'll find it without your help. Not giving up. You hear me? Dwarf paces with a head down and arms crossed, only stopping to hurl glances at the building behind him. His face is smeared dark with grime, and soot falls from his beard as he mumbles to himself. Work my hands into bloody stumps in this place, and for what? He kicks at the mould of dirty snow. Start with nothing, leave with less. He extends his arms out. I am sorry for your loss. Don't be, I deserve all of it. Like I say, it comes and goes. Very annoying. The dwarf wrinkles his nose, nostrils flaring like a horse. Well, good riddance. Shouldn't never settled here in the first place. Some things you mean to leave behind. Come to find out, you packed them anyway. But I'm not leaving until I've covered what's mine. You can't deny me again. Not after this. Okrun gestures at the burnt out buildings. Those sweet-tongued priests took my heirlooms. Bury the memory of my past, they said. Now I don't have anything. And I don't even have that. Lore, I take it you gave something of yours to one of the Ondra's gift bearers. Okrun takes his gaze away from the ground and gives you a sideways glance. You're quick. Wish I had those wits when they spoke of peace and redemption in the eyes of the goddess. Those priests, Okrun's dogs, said the goddess would forgive, that some things are best left to be forgotten. He nods towards the nearby temple. Their leader, Laughter, I believe her words, another one of them, a gift bearer, took my medallion. He closes his stocky hand into a fist. And now they won't tell me where it is. They'll respond better to tack than tirades. Dwarf grunt, sharp metal always used to win me arguments, but I see your point. I'd be surprised if they turn it violently. They believe it's a sacred duty to cast the offerings to the goddess in some place where they'll be forgotten. Better to find where they drop them, I think. What's Laughter's role in all of this? She leads the group of crows, took over the temple as folk started to leave, came to unburden those that sought to forget their misery here, they said. Yeah. Tell me about this medallion you want to recover. It belonged to my sister. It was just a pretty trinket to her. To me, the dwarf cast his gaze down. She was the last of my family. At least that still acted like family to me. Okay. What else did you give to the priests? The dwarf casts a measuring look at you. He quickly turns his head away and nods. Do you understand its value? My armour, a set finer than I've ever seen, but worthless to an old dwarf. If I traded it for the medallion, but fool that I was, I gave them both. If I can help with anything, just ask. I want to know about your past before you settled here. That was a different life, better days until Okrun closes his eyes and shakes his head, lots of soot to fall onto his hunched shoulders. It's my burden to bear, not yours. I thought to cast it away, but the memories I lost were all the wrong ones. I don't expect luck to grace me now, but if you find anything, I'll be here. Count on it. Okay. Holy moly. This cough is just really, really annoying me. Just tickles now and again, just tickles. Lyric Free TV, thank you for the follow. See, won't be able to chit chat for about 10 minutes. Try and defeat the bats. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to fill up my glass of water. Like I say, I'll be coughing and sputting for the next 5 minutes. Okay, the dwarven woman looks at you, a disappointing expression on her face. In her hand is a large rectangular box covered in strange dials and symbols. What's
My ore
working?
locating divination tool. Well, that's what it will be. I have to calibrate it. Right now it seems to think you're a copper deposit.
Ah, Well, I am a dwarf, so.
My Animancer contacts did suggest that a particular strong soul essence might interfere. I'm more interested in minerals in any case.
I've been coughing all fucking day. As soon as I start the stream, Audrey's like, hey, guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna cough. Hey, Nas. Maybe I do have a strong soul. Well, I do. I'm a watcher.
I suppose that's possible. It's not exactly what I'm looking for, unfortunately.
Well, what are you looking for? Well, we know she's looking for minerals.
I'm trying to recreate the instruments that first led the Pargrin dwarves to this mountain. This is my latest prototype.
Prototype, eh?
Centuries ago, dwarves carrying tools just like this one followed their readings to what is now the battery. If I can recreate their work, then I may be able to find ore deposits elsewhere. I was hoping to test it, but my arrival was delayed by word of the ogre attack. I haven't been able to find anyone to venture up the mountain since.
I could go up the mountain for you, I guess.
Really? That'd be wonderful. I just have to adjust the device, you see.
Her hand moves swiftly over the box, adjusting knobs and dials.
It should point you toward metal deposits. We already know the battery rests on some rich veins, but I was hoping to get a reading of the surrounding mountainside. If you can follow the readings to ore and bring back a sample, I can use it to refine the device. Thanks ever so much for this.